Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock and you roof. You call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Remember, Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars, bocockbrothers.com. Use the code MAT15, MAT15 for 15% off your order. Okay, y'all, definitely a bummer. LSU leading 5-3, and the weather rolled into Omaha after the third inning, and the game was ultimately suspended until this morning. 10 a.m. will be the restart, and it is really unfortunate because whichever team loses this game on the restart, LSU or UCLA, is at a supreme disadvantage because now Arkansas, who played yesterday and had to come back and play again today, got Gage Wood through a no-hitter, and now, of course, it's a disadvantage either way, having to play in consecutive days, but now whoever loses the LSU-UCLA game is effectively going to have to play a doubleheader. You can play in the morning, you're going to go chill during the second game, and then come back and play at night. And as far as energy levels, that's fine and all. I mean, they're young people, they go play. But what it does is affects negatively your pitching because whoever you throw in the morning, in theory, would not be available to come back in the evening and throw again if you needed them. So I hope that's a problem that UCLA has to put up with and not LSU. I hope that's something that UCLA's got to figure out. And LSU leads 5-3 and is in a good spot in this game. But what they do at the restart, we have some thoughts, and we can get into here. If you want to get your questions, comments in, please feel free to do it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post, all that stuff. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us here. We'll say some good mornings. I'll just tell you my feeling is the more I think about it, I think they should go to Case and Evans. It's what I thought they should have done last night at the restart. It's what I think they should do today. And hopefully he could get you home. I don't think you're going back to Anthony Ianson. 44 pitches is a glorified bullpen. I think if you had to go to him today for something, you could. I think what you'd rather do is see if you can get through this one without him, assess where you are, and get through Wednesday, hopefully win that game. And then Ianson and Anderson would both be queued up on full rest for the weekend for the championship series. But if you got into a situation where you had to play Thursday in an elimination game, you'd have Ianson queued up ready to go there to pitch you into the championship series. Now, if that happened and he won on Thursday, you probably wouldn't be able to use him again until Monday at best. That's what happened with Paul Skeens, remember, back in 2023. He pitched the opener. He came back and pitched on that Thursday. And then he did not start the championship game on Monday. But remember, he had his spikes and he was warming up in case they needed him, but it ended up 18-4 and they didn't need him. And Gavin Guidry finished it off. But that's what I think would be a plausible scenario. But it's very disappointing, man, because you would have loved to get, I mean, the way you had mapped out was you were going to get length out of Anthony Ianson last night, hopefully get a win, had the day off today, come back on Wednesday and face a depleted team and probably do the Newt Shores Myers combo there. See if that could get you into the championship series. And then you were set up with Anderson Ianson. Well, now that's all kind of been flipped on its head. So, if you want to look at a glass half full, it's if you get to Thursday now, you could throw Ianson on Thursday. So, in theory, you could throw Anderson on Thursday as well, because that would be the same situation that Skeens was in, where he threw Saturday, Thursday. So, in any event, not great. But the good news is LSU, after giving up a 3 spot in the first, came back with 4 at the bottom of the first. Luis Hernandez, big insurance run in the bottom of the third to put LSU up 5-3. So you're up 5-3. And to be very candid, UCLA's pitching staff looks like a bunch of midweek arms you'd see from McNeese, Southeastern, Nichols. Like, they look like Southland Conference arms. There's nothing overpowering. Their closer, Hawk, throws 99, but you may not even see him. So hopefully LSU's bats can really put a ton of pressure on UCLA. Go out there, when the game restarts at 10 a.m., it'll be top 4. And hopefully you go out there and whoever's on the mound, get you a quick inning and you go back to work offensively. Because the surest way for LSU to make this bad situation a good situation is to score a ton of runs so you don't have to use your key arms. You can use your up 10, down 10 guys. You can throw out there whoever, Schmidt, Ware, Primo, whoever you need to just get through it, provided you keep scoring runs, which I think they can do. So we'll see. All right, let's say some good morning, see what y'all got. Hey, Caleb, good morning. Yeah, I wish they would have gotten it into the question some have asked, why didn't you start the game earlier? And you could have, considering Arkansas and Murray State ended before 3 o'clock. You didn't have to wait until 6 to play it. The answer is television. TV rules the world. Every schedule is made based on television. So ESPN pays a lot of money for the rights fees to carry the games, and they have it in certain windows, and that's why it's there. So as disappointing as that is, that's the answer. The flip side of it is it's also the reason why we get to watch all the games and we have so much access, and it's been great for growing the game and putting it on TV. So you take the good with the bad. But last night, that's part of the bad. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Brian, good morning. Jacob, good morning. Thomas, Bubba, Aaron, good morning, y'all. Go Tigers. Appreciate everybody for being there. Hey, Brad, good morning. Nick, pull up the radar. There's rain headed to Omaha. Looks soft. Yeah, that was the thing last night. I did text with an NCAA official last night. And if you were watching the Locked On postgame show, and this person told me that the restart time, the latest was 11, but they were also concerned about rain in Omaha today. So you have to get 3 games in today. You have to finish LSU-UCLA, and then you've got a 1 o'clock elimination game and a 6 o'clock elimination game planned. So it could be a long day, late night type thing in Omaha today, trying to get things in, but it's a mess. Hey, Brian, good morning from Buras. Okay, man. Hope all is well, Brian. Hope you're recovering well, man. Hey, Aaron, good morning. Steven, good morning. Brian, what do you think the pitching rotation is? I don't know, Brian, what Jay Johnson's going to do. I could guess. He could certainly run Shores out there today. Shores has been a starter. He could give you length. My vote would be Evans. I think if you wanted to throw a different look, after they were seeing 97 from the right side, you could throw Cowan. The problem with Cowan is 4 of his last 5 outings have not been good. And walks were a real problem. Command was a real problem against Little Rock. So if you restart with Cowan, then I think you've got to have somebody in the bullpen loose and ready to come in the game if it unravels quickly on him, because you cannot let a 5-3 lead become a tie ball game or a deficit. My vote would be Case and Evans. And I would see if Case and Evans could finish the game for you. Now, that means you wouldn't have Evans available Wednesday, Thursday if you needed him, but you'd have him ready in whatever capacity by the weekend. And so you'd have to hope that with whatever combination of Shores, Myers, Primo, Williams, Rizzi, Newt, those arms, Cowan, could get you through Wednesday, Thursday. And really the answer to that is to get you through Wednesday, because by Thursday, you're coming back with either Anderson or Ianson. If you get to that situation on Thursday, you're coming back with either Cade Anderson or Anthony Ianson to try to pitch you into the weekend. Hey, Kirk, good morning. Yes, Hunt's the only one in Omaha. Thomas, good morning. Hey, Chris, good morning. Hope the Tigers can keep focused, put away the Bruins. When was the last time CWS had a rain out this significant? Man, I remember. I don't know that answer. Well, you know what? In 2016, the championship game was played at like 10 a.m. on a weekday. Maybe it was noon, whatever. But that was the Arizona Coastal Carolina championship. That championship game, the final game, was played at it was like maybe it was 1 o'clock, but it was in the middle of the day on a weekday because of rainouts. I remember in 2000 when LSU won the national championship that year, there was an entire day at the College World Series that got washed. Now, that was before the championship series. You played just a championship game on Saturday, but there was an entire day at the CWS that year that got washed. And so everything got moved back a day. Hey, Chandler, good morning. The rain delay definitely helps Arkansas. There's no doubt. Because it's a massive advantage. You know what else was helped them tremendously is Gage Wood throwing a no-hitter because they use one pitcher and nobody else. But now Gage Wood is done conceivably until the weekend if they get there. But hopefully they don't. But yeah, I mean, they were able to save their bullpen. Also remember the decision that Dave Van Horn made on Saturday to pull Zach Root in the second inning at 38 pitches. Basically means their ace is available. Either he could certainly throw today if they decide to do that, or they could throw him Wednesday or Thursday. I mean, depending on how it goes. I would guess. Look, if Arkansas today is in a bind, they would go to Root. Because your season's on the line. Like, you're not holding bullets in the chamber for the next day just in case. Like, you have to get to the next day. So it's just a different level of urgency that you have. So we'll see what they do. But if Arkansas is comfortably winning tonight's game, there's a real good chance I think you could see Zach Root on Wednesday for Arkansas. Hey, Brett, good morning. Chandler, wish you could have seen Jade during the delay meeting with the officials. Listen, you can strong arm whoever you want when the games are at the box. You don't really have the luxury of doing that when you're in Omaha. And all the sunshine delays that we had this year, this is why, right? This is why you don't want to start when there's inclement weather, because you don't want to start and then stop. Because if you start and then stop, now Anthony Ianson's burned. Hang on, let me go turn off your sound machine.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
Okay. Remember, if you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. If you need a roof, you call Parish. Brock has all of these subspecialties: neck, back, wrist, hand, foot, ankle, knee. Whatever you got going on, you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. Need a roof, give us a shout at Parish. Man, awful weather again. Yesterday, apparently it's rained like every day for the last week. So if you got issues with your roof, give us a shout. We'd love to help. ParishBuilt.com, ParishBuilt.com. Do business with someone you know. Parish Construction Roofing, ParishBuilt.com. Christian, always wondered, is there ever a scenario where a game gets suspended indefinitely so they declare a winner based on the game's current score? For a game to be official in baseball, you got to get halfway. So you got to get to the middle of the fifth, right? So, I'm sure there's a scenario where something like that has happened, or maybe they declared it no contest. But in something like this, where it's a tournament, you got to just advance and move on. Or maybe they just make it a 7-inning game. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. Hey, Craig, why can't Einstein go this morning? It's a very fine line, Craig, with rest, with pitchers. And I'm sure he could. He physically could. Just don't know if that's the best option. 44 pitches Tuesday, Monday night, come back Tuesday morning and throw again. It's just they have routine and recovery, and you don't want to jeopardize key arms, and that's why we've learned so much about arm care. So, if this was like the last game of the season and you wanted to get something out of him, an inning maybe, but I don't think that's what they're looking at. They've got options that they can explore that are better options than going back to Ianson for an inning or two. Weston, how frustrating is this whole thing? Or do you think Jay is rolling with the hand he's dealt? Well, it's the only thing you can do is just play it out. What do you do? You can stomp your feet and kick and scream, but it's not going to do you any good. So you figure out your best path forward. But UCLA's got to deal with it too. So I'll tell you the best case scenario, y'all, have this offense go explode. Have the offense explode so you can get through today against UCLA in this restart with whoever. That's the best case. Spurge. Good morning. Scott Duga. Good morning. Hey, Kirk. They had rain suspended games before this is normal. What they do, there isn't buffer days like there used to be. Well, it's the problem in extending the tournament, right? In the 3-game series and playing just 2 games a day, the way they've set it up, that's the problem. But it's all for TV. Shelby, the Sox Einstein was settling in. Winner no longer has a day off. That's true. That's what it is. So win this restart and then win tomorrow. Hey, Devin, good morning. Hey, Christian, if we win today, does Einstein start Thursday? Yeah, so I think so. The reason I hesitate, he certainly could. I think the question is what you do on Wednesday. Again, what I would like to see happen, like this is just if I was mapping it out, and I'm not the coach. I don't know what Jay's going to do. I'm just telling you what I would like to do. I would throw Evans at the restart and try to let him finish the game to see if he can get you 6 innings and go finish the game. Now, in the event that he starts and is pitching well and LSU's offense starts going off, great. And if you're up 10, then throw whoever and finish the game. Fine. But let's say Evans finishes it for you today. I'd come back Wednesday and very likely go with the Newt, Shores, Myers, that combo. That was very good for you in the last month. It faltered against Little Rock in the Sunday game that you lost because Newt and Shores couldn't throw strikes. But that Wednesday, and if you win, awesome. You're in the championship series and you have Anderson Einstein queued up, ready to go and rested on full rest Saturday, Sunday. If you have to play Thursday, you could go back to Einstein, or more than likely what you would do is you go back to Anderson, which is what they did with Skeens back in 2023 when Skeens threw Saturday, Thursday. Tony, time for Evans to shine. See if he gets the ball. Ben, 0% chance Einstein pitches it all today. I'm not sure I would say 0, Ben, but I agree with you. It's unlikely they're going to bring him this morning. I mean, it's a very, very slim probability. I just hesitate to speak in absolutes and say zero chance because it's a tournament. You never know. Hey, Club, good morning. Sean, good morning. Who's UCLA going to pitch? Yeah, I would guess that Ian May is probably going to be who they go with. And I don't know the answer to this question. Again, like if I don't know the answer to what Jay's going to do, I don't know, certainly don't know the answer of what weird. I certainly don't know the answer to what John Savage is going to do. But Ian May was their number 3 starter this year. So Michael Barnett was their Friday guy. He already threw. He threw in their opener. Landon Stump was their number 2, who started against LSU, and LSU crushed him. Ian May is their next guy, who has 25 appearances and 12 starts, but he's not overpowering. He is a lefty. And he did pitch in relief in game 1, but only threw like 13 pitches. He's probably the best option they have. And that's kind of what I look at here because remember, even though it's a stop and then a restart, it doesn't change the fact that this is still your second game. And you got to start 2-0. For all the reasons we talk about the importance of starting 2-0. That's changed because you're not going to get the day off today, but it prevents you from having to come back and play tonight because that's a miserable scenario for whoever loses. I'll say this, whoever loses at 10 a.m., the restart, I think their season ends tonight against Arkansas. Because having to start last night, restart this morning, and then play tonight against Arkansas, who's coming off the high of a no-hitter and saving their whole pitching staff. I mean, I think Arkansas is winning tonight against the UCLA LSU loser. The loser of this game, this 10 a.m. restart, I think their season ends tonight. So whatever you have to do to get through this game and win it, you got a 2-run lead. Let's see. You got 6 innings to go. You got to get 18 outs. You got a 2-run lead. You got to go find 18 outs. Use your best. Who is your best available? Hey, Sean, if your best, and I think your best available is Casey Evans, throw Casey Evans. It's no different than what the scenario was last night, where you're going with your best guy because you got to get to 2-0. Spurs, sorry, read that one. Spurge. Devin, why wouldn't you start on? Yeah, he's not going to start today. Again, it's like after throwing 44 pitches yesterday, you're not going to bring him back on 12 hours rest. You're not going to bring him back that short after 44 pitches. If you're throwing 10 pitches, maybe. If they go on 1 inning, maybe. Hey, Omar the Tiger, good morning. Cheddar Goblin, if we use Evans today, who will start Wednesday? Yeah, again, I don't know. It depends how the game goes, but my preference would be Wednesday. You would go the Newt Shores Myers combo. And then, or you could bring Einstein back Wednesday. I mean, that would be a possibility. Hey, Thavanka De Silva, good morning from Sri Lanka. Sean Bennett, good morning. Bob Schuler, good morning. Hey, Wes, good morning. I'd use Shores, save Evans. Maybe they can let him close it for us. Okay, we just haven't seen, like, Shores has extended this year. I think he's had 5 outings where he's gone 5 innings. But he also hasn't started. He hasn't been a starter for you since the middle of SEC play. So I'm not really sure that I would start Chase Shores here. Jason, good morning. Omar, severe disadvantage for the side of the bracket. Yep. Hopefully not arms like Northwestern. Has this ever happened for the CWS? Yeah. Someone just asked me that. I mentioned, 2016 it happened when, Coastal and Arizona played for the national championship. And then, in 2000, when LSU won the national championship in 2000, they had a full day. I was there. They had a full day washed. No doubt. Hopefully the bats are alive. Hey, Trey Potan, good morning. I know that's the other part of it, is the forecast today in Omaha is not great. Although I'm looking at the radar right now in Omaha, and it's they're expecting thunderstorms tonight around 6 p.m. So maybe you get the restart in and the first game in, and then the night game tonight is either delayed or pushed to tomorrow. The good thing is that the further you get into the tournament, you're not playing, in theory, multiple games on multiple days. Remember, Friday's an off day for everybody. So you could push games into Friday to get set for the weekend. So there's a way that they can do it to make it up. Got lit. What's up, Cal? Good morning. I'm sick of brain. I was texting with somebody actually this morning because I was supposed to be at Our Lady of the Lake. Shout out to Dr. Kurt Chastain. I was going for my annual physical today. And I was supposed to be there at 7 a.m. And I texted the nurse last night. I was like, I'm so sorry. I have to cancel. Like I can't. I mean, the game restarts at 10. So I'll be working. So, yeah, I mean, anyway, I was texting with Dr. Chastain this morning, and it's like, I don't think I can ever remember a year that was disrupted this much by storms. I mean, it happens. It's Louisiana, and I know it's Omaha now, but I mean, it's spring and summer in Louisiana. It rains all the time. But this much disruption, I'm not sure I remember a year like this. Hey, Jason, let's put our foot on their throats and choke them out. Shout out to Russ Mitchell. Hey, Charles. Yeah. Again, everyone's asking the same question, and it's the right question. I would throw Case and Evans. He has proven he can extend for you. He is your best arm available right now. It's still just as important this morning to go 2-0 in this tournament as it was last night. Einson was your best guy last night. Evans is your best guy right now. I would give the ball to Case and Evans, see if he could finish the game, pitch 6 innings. Then you wouldn't have him for Wednesday, Thursday, but you would be there in an advantageous situation where you'd save everybody else. And what you will have that you weren't counting on was Anthony Einson. So I would throw Case and Evans in the restart and see if you could finish the game for me. That's what I would do. I have no idea what Jay Johnson and Nate Yeske are thinking. That's just what makes the most sense to me. Craig, yeah, I don't think they delayed it too soon. They're monitoring things, and they got to monitor lightning strikes within a certain radius and all, and it's what it is, man. So, Craig, it's just the wrong conversation to be having today. What's done is done. The right decision would have been looking at the radar yesterday and move the game up from 6 to 4. Like, that would have been the right decision. But you're not doing that for TV. So it's what it is. Hey, Brent, good morning. Seems like LSU used a bullpen approach to the rest of the game. Brent, I disagree. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I don't think that's what they want to do. Again, in the same way that you were going to let Anthony Einson go as deep into the game as he could last night, I think you still have to have that same approach. And I think it's with your best arm, which is Case and Evans. That's my opinion. M. Nelson, good morning. Earl, good morning. And we'll see if, again, I said it a bit ago. I think whoever loses the LSU-UCLA game, their season ends tonight. So, Rex, if we have to sit Einstein, the break favors UCLA. Do you agree? No, because I don't think UCLA is a good team. Let me rephrase. I think you're a better team than UCLA. I don't think they have a pitcher that is going to limit LSU's offense. So in the sense that Einson's out of the game, yes. Okay, well, here comes Case and Evans at 97 or Chase Shore's at 100. Or, you know what I mean? Like, LSU's got better players than they do. So, I mean, it's for them, it's good they got Anthony Einson out of the game. The flip side of it is, again, the benefit for LSU is that means you're going to be able to use Einson either Wednesday or Thursday if you need him, which you weren't counting on. Hey, Gwen, good morning. From northern Montana, driving another Jeep to Alaska. Looking like we'll have to listen to the rest of the game while on the road. Best to you, Mrs. the E-Rock and Drew's Block Party. There you go, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel. Facebook, like the page, share the post. As always, a great sponsors are linked in the description on YouTube and tagged on Facebook. You need orthopedics, go to Brock. You need roof, call Parrish. Unique Physique, that's the GLP-1, semaglutide, tirzepatide. Lowest prices, never any contracts. They can ship your medicine anywhere in the country, so you can always check them out at uniquephysique.com, uniquephysique.com. Restored Motions. And by the way, I don't know if you see right there, there is the Bocock Brothers pinstripe box. Bocock Brothers premium cigars. The LSU, they got several different in their LSU collection, but if you use the code MAT15, 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 you can get 15% off your order. And a lot of people were actually asking me about the hat as well. Because I was wearing this hat at Fenway. This hat. Was wearing this hat at Fenway. And people were asking, like, where did you get that hat? What's that hat? Well, it's the Bocock Brothers logo. So, and it's the purple and gold one. So that you can buy that hat on their website as well. So I just put the link in the chat if you're interested. MAT15 for 15% off. All right, y'all. I gotta get going. Okay. This is true, Randy. For as good as Arkansas's pitching's been, they've scored 4 runs in 2 games. So they scored 1 against LSU and they won 3-0 yesterday. So 4 runs in 2 games. Arkansas's offense has gone in the deep freeze, which was interesting because early in the year, the pitching was good. The offense was a no-show. The offense really kicked it in gear. But if they go into the deep freeze, wrong time for that to happen for them. But great for the whiskey and wine used to live with Russman. The shot confetti still haunts me. They did shoot confetti. Oh, man. Anyway, this one, Randy said, love to save Evans and Shores for Arkansas. I would love that too, Randy. But the reality is you have to get there. So you have to get there 2-0. So use your best arm. Like I would have loved to save Ianson. Well, you're going to throw your best arm. So throw your best available. Because what happens if in this restart you go throw Zach Cowan, which you could do. Let's say you throw Zach Cowan, he falls apart, and you end up losing. Now you're in a situation where you've got to go fight off elimination tonight against Arkansas, and then come back and beat UCLA twice. Or, yeah, beat UCLA twice. Don't love that. I'd rather win this game and have to have someone beat me twice after winning another game tonight. So it's simple. Throw your best. You're winning by 2. You got 18 outs to go. Give the ball to Casey Evans. Go get 18 outs. Keep scoring and go win this ball game. Okay, I really got to go now because I'm late. But it's okay. I've been getting Drew to school early. So there's like no traffic on the road. Imagine that it's June. Okay. Game restart at 10. Y'all check out Locked on LSU. I do have a make defense great again. This really depends on what time the game ends. I of course plan to and would love to do a live post-game show on Locked On. I just don't know what time that's going to be. So depending on when the game ends, we'll see. But yes, I plan to be live on Locked On for post-game from my office, just depending on what time that is. So we'll see all that. Okay. Go Tigers. Y'all have an awesome day. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Sponsors linked in the description on YouTube, tagged on Facebook. Go Tigers. We'll see you for AFR 3.